This video segment is about opportunity costs. It begins with the US presidential debate 2016 between the Republican nominee Donald Trump and the Democrat nominee Hillary Clinton. The debate was aired live in the late hours of the night, Kenyan time, and was followed by over 10 million people from the whole world. As I woke up in the wee hours of the night to follow the live debate, the economist in me was thinking about an age-old concept, opportunity costs. As I struggled out of bed to freshen up, I thought about the quality sleep that I was going to give up to follow the live event. It turned out to me that the sleep that I had to give up was my opportunity cost. Opportunity cost is defined. Everything that is given up to gain something else.
Don't expect us to cover all the issues of this campaign tonight, but I remind everyone there are 2 more presidential debates scheduled. We are going to focus on many of the issues that voters tell us are most important, and we're going to press for specifics. I am honored to have this role, but this evening belongs to the candidates and just as important to the American people. Candidates, we look forward to hearing you articulate your policies and your positions, as well as your visions and your values. So, let's begin. We're calling this opening segment Achieving Prosperity, and central to that is jobs. There are 2 economic realities in America today. There's been a record 6 straight years of job growth, and new census numbers show incomes have increased at a record rate after years of stagnation. However, income inequality remains significant, and nearly half of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. Beginning with you, Secretary Clinton, why are you a better choice than your opponent to create the kinds of jobs that will put more money into the pockets of American workers?
Well, thank you, Lester, and thanks to Hofstra for hosting us. The central question in this election is really what kind of country we want to be and what kind of future we'll build together. Today is my granddaughter's 2nd birthday, so I think about this a lot. First, we have to build an economy that works for everyone, not just those at the top. That means we need new jobs, good jobs, with rising...
In technical terms, it is the cost of choosing the next best alternative. It is perhaps one of the most important theories in economics with a wide application in day-to-day life. That is what we must give up in order to get something else. To get a deeper understanding, we asked Professor Mary Stevenson, University of Massachusetts.
Well, it's the single most important concept in economics. It's the choices that we have to make and what we sacrifice when we make a choice. For many of us, we have hard choices to make about how we're going to spend our limited money. But even for people who have lots more money than we do, there's still the question of how you're going to spend your time. Even somebody like Bill Gates has to make choices about how to spend his time because he has the same hours in the day that the rest of us.
Imagine the decision you have taken to watch this video. What else could you have done with your time? Listening to music, swimming, playing chess, whatever it is. The choice to watch this podcast has made you not to do something else. That which you have given up is your opportunity cost. Now, here is a key. If the opportunity cost is very high, then you don't have to sacrifice.
You could have been at the Nutmeg Ballet. Or you could have been at a nightclub. We all have choices to make, and every choice involves giving up something else.
The next best alternative is taken if the sacrifice is less costly. In the real world, factors of production are limited in supply. They are never enough. The choice to use resources in one way leads to a sacrifice. Think about money, cash, dough, or even moolah. If you decided to invest your money to develop a new app instead of saving it in a bank, you are giving up the interest you would have received from saving it in a bank. This is a real opportunity cost. Often it includes time, money, and effort not used up elsewhere. Imagine I ask Professor Robert Solow to speak to my economics class. What is opportunity cost involved?
I say to myself, what would I do with the time and trouble that it's going to take me to prepare for this class, give the class, answer the questions, come back home, take a shower, and settle down for the evening? And that will give me a number. Suppose I can value that time and trouble. The thing I would do instead of doing that is something that I would pay $1,000 to do. Then what I should say is that any price over and above $1,000 makes this a net gain for me. That doesn't say I should ask for a $1,000 fee. I should ask for the largest fee that I think the sucker will pay. But if that largest fee is not as much as $1,000, then I won't.
I hope it's now clear that everything we do has got a cost in terms of what we have given up to do what you're doing at the moment. Now, thank you very much for watching this video. In the next podcast, I'll be discussing about the production possibility curve. Keep checking on digitaleducation.co.ke.